Because all the layers above the diamond core are the equivalent of levels and floors, diamond was only used for the architectural integrity of the planet given its strength and durability, meaning the beams, columns, reinforcing walls, and foundation floors are diamond structures. Most of the halls, rooms, and open spaces on the levels and floors are covered and built with highly pure quartz-like materials such as granite, but at much higher quality grades that resemble marble finishes, given its polished natural look. The vessel is very solid. Essentially, it's a massive spherical crystal with a highly organic surface with an inorganic foundation. So if you think of the planet Earth, that's what it is. So as you have the spheres with these spheres of diamond at the core, and then you have the floors and levels, they're all diamond. The foundation is all diamond. But and the shafts and the tunnels and the mechanisms is all diamonds, right? The lifts, because it's this infinite material that allows it teleportation, right? So because of that, we have that as a foundation. But we're talking massive holes because it's a huge planet. Just think about the volume of, think of planet Earth, what the way planet Earth really is, which is a spaceship. So if you think of planet Earth as a spaceship, just look at how gigantic the planet is. Imagine it being engineered and manufactured by us, which is the case. So because that is the case, then imagine you as a human standing on the floor of one of these levels of this gigantic thing that is this planet. And it starts at the core. So it's huge. We're talking gigantic spaces, larger than many countries. One floor, remember, a floor is not only, it's not linear, it's not like a building that is linear like that, it's spherical. A floor is spherical. So it's a layer that is spherical. So it's all that volume, all that area of that floor, all that space of a planet that is gigantic, which is a spaceship. And we have many floors and levels that are accessible to our species because we created the planet. So because of that, just think about the size. So, just relatively speaking, think of you right now walking into a massive warehouse, right? It's huge. Think of the largest warehouse that you can think of, right? And you walk in there and you look at the warehouse and it's huge and you see all this stuff and you say, oh wow, this is huge. Well, that's nothing. That's a speck of the smallest floor and level of our thing, because some of our levels, the height is 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers in height. Have you ever been to a warehouse that is 1 kilometer tall? Have we ever on the surface during the lunar period built a building that is 1 kilometer tall? Well, think about one of the smallest levels being 1 kilometer in height. And then it's the whole sphere of that proportionality of that level of the sphere of the planet. So that's a lot of volume. That's a lot of area to fill. Right? So if you're a human walking on that floor, imagine how massive that is. Right? So because it's so huge and it's gigantic, so the way we designed it and built it, it wasn't just like, we're just going to have this level here and it's just going to be an empty space. No, it has halls, it has rooms, it has areas, right? It's highly structured, it's highly designed, it's well thought out. And because it's that, we also have human, design and a concept that we refer to as aesthetics. So it's not just going to be a crystal everywhere like diamond. That's just the structure of it because of its properties and resistance and all these, right? Its qualities and attributes as a material. But the look of it is like these beautiful halls of these beautiful floors think of beautiful palaces, right? With these almost like marble finishes. Everywhere is shiny and beautiful and smooth, with our history and our heritage on the walls of everything, and our information and our real language as humans. Our history on each of those floors and explaining everything. And the things of our culture, our heritage, and these beautiful monuments and all these different things that represent us as a species. And we have these, because we master all materials, we have these, it's almost like quartz, but it's much more advanced than quartz. And it's this granite that is like marble. It's just beautiful and highly polished, and it's incredible. And the walls, they all tend to be like that, where we have all these spacecraft and all these platforms and all these highly advanced spherical technologies and devices that we have, which is what creates this universe in the first place. So you see, if you think of these materials, it's inorganic, right? Diamonds and marble and quartz and those of these nature, granite, all these, they're materials, they're inorganic, right? So that's the foundation. As the core, the foundations, the floors and levels start to go up, then it becomes organic, which is the biosphere that we see on the surface and nature. But in order for you to build that, you need to have all these foundation and the technologies that I'll be talking about that allows that to be the case in the first place. Okay, so this is the video.